Hi everyone, it's Nikki here. I wanted to make a video in lieu of my absence today. I'm at a conference in Lansing and I wanted to kind of go through some of these essential videos that Marilyn Peplinsky had recommended that we kind of go through and become very familiar with. So to give you a little bit of background, a couple weeks ago, a team of us met with Marilyn and Erica and a few others, some teachers on staff, and Mr. Candela and Mr. Brandel to talk about our next steps as far as literacy and that 90-minute block framework and the essential practices within the elementary. And so we met to kind of talk about what would be our next steps. We've talked about a lot of different things in our curriculum councils and just among teachers that we wanted to have some guidance on where to go next. So we settled on going through and becoming familiar with the essential practices, which some of you have done on your own, but she being Marilyn, suggested that we go through and watch the essential videos to become familiar with those essential practices within our classroom and with the content and the material that we already have. So either way, if the ISD does adopt a new series or if they recommend something for districts to use, at the end of the day, we all need to become familiar with those essential practices. And so Michigan Virtual has created videos for the essential practices. As of right now, they only have essential 1, 2, 3, and 4 done. And so we would like to set a goal to complete at least essential 1 at this point in the school year. And so in order to do that, you will log into brightspace.mivu.org. This is the login screen here, and I do believe that you created an account and possibly started and or completed the initial perception survey on the Essential 1. So when you log into Brightspace here, you'll just log in with your login information. And your course might look just a little bit different than mine. I have another course that I take, so I'm not sure if your welcome screen will look the same or not, but under your courses, you will find the early literacy tab to where you would find Essential 1. I'm not sure at this point if you've added more than one, but I do believe at the last staff meeting, because you took the perception survey, that you should be able to see Essential 1 under your courses. If you can, I'll give you a second to write down this title here so that you're able to search it within courses, and then you just add it to your cart, which is a free add, but you would add it to your cart and process it that way, and then you're able to then complete the Essential 1. So there again is the title for the Essential 1. If you already have it, you'll want to click. If you don't, you'll want to pause and then add it and come back to this point. So you'll click Essential 1. And from here, it takes you to an introduction screen just about the essential practices, a little bit in general, and then for Essential 1. So we'll just enter our course on only Essential 1. And from here on the left-hand side, it gives us our table of contents and our introduction module. And if we go to Essential 1 Intro, which is where we want to be, it's going to talk about this perception survey that I discussed before. So if you take the perception survey, it will take you to a Google form and it submits your results to your email. If you save your emailed results to a PDF, you are able to submit it to a Dropbox, which you actually have to do in order to unlock the rest of the course. But if you submit it, you are working towards Sketchies, so you're working towards your clock hours that we can continue to log, and then you'll probably, I would assume, get a certificate at the end that we will be able to put into the MOEX website and log our hours for the completion of the course. And so there are different note-taking guides. Mr. Brandel will give one today from Marilyn with a checklist that I'll talk about in just a minute, and a classroom video reflection sheet. The checklist and the reflection sheet are pretty optional, but the one that Marilyn, she spent a lot of time creating, that document that says that ISD in the corner, she spent a lot of time working on that document, and through discussions and conversations, that document seemed to be pretty pertinent in not only the understanding of each of the essentials, but also in just general reflection of making sure that this is something that's already happening within your classroom, and if it's not, making sure to take the time to come back and incorporate that into different aspects of your everyday instruction. And so what we'll do from here, you're welcome obviously to use the note-taking guides if that was something they wanted to do to further your education within these essentials. If not, you will be getting 3 different handouts today. So after you have done the survey, it opens up the rest of these essential bullets. So again, if at any time you need to pause or return back to the video because you're not quite there yet, definitely feel free to do so. I also know that I talk very fast, so if you need to return back to something, it is saved in a video format. So from here, you can go to bullet 1, which you'll notice Marilyn would have a question right there on that sheet for Essential 1, Bullet 1, and she covers each of the 5. So from here, you can watch a content presentation, which breaks down the actual bullet itself. And it'll go through each of these different components. And then at the very end, it summarizes everything they went through for bullet 1, and then it takes you to a classroom presentation. So it actually shows you a teacher working with, I think she said her first graders. She's working with her first graders on goal setting. So it gives you a sample or an idea of what that might look like within your classroom. If you wanted to come back to that, you might use this classroom video reflection sheet that you got a copy of today, just one, so there will be different videos. You might want to make copies, but you might want to come back to this reflection sheet on some practices or ideas that you might want to come back to that you learned from this sample video. If not, if you watch the video, you don't feel it's for you, you don't want to reflect on this in any way, that's fine. It's just an extra sheet document for you to kind of keep track of your learning. And then at the very end, it'll take you to the Essential 1, Bullet 1 reflection in itself. And so there are just different stop and ponder activities here. So it takes you through several. You can read through as many or as few of those as you'd want. And then asks you write down at least 2 ideas you will try or an adjustment you can make to a current practice or to be more aligned with Essential 1, Bullet 1. These aren't anything that anyone's going to see, but just a way that you can reflect within your own classroom and things to think about that you might want to change as we get better at these practices and these essentials. So once you're done with the 3 components of Essential 1, Bullet 1, you're done with there, and then pretty much the same thing in Bullet 2, just a different idea that contains to just Bullet 2. And then once you complete the 3, you move on to, or Bullet 2, once you complete the 3 components, you can move on to 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then the conclusion at the end. So again, there's the video reflection sheet if you wanted to come back to that. There's a form from Marilyn that says the HISD up in the corner, and its actual title is Fostering Literacy, Motivation, and Engagement, and then you will actually see a screenshot of Bullet 1 in the upper left corner. And then I also printed out the essentials checklist for you. I really appreciated the checklist because I was able to go through and check off each of the things that I had been through. So there's no confusion on did I complete the right video or did I watch the correct essential or did I reflect enough. You're able to come back and just check off as you go so that you know you're completing each of the components that you want. Again, this is just hopefully a helpful tool for you, but definitely not something that has to be used or completed or shown to anyone. I've used this website a few times for different courses that I've taken. So if you have any questions about using the actual website, definitely feel free to reach out if you have any additional questions about the essentials and why we're following these videos or why this has been the recommendation. Definitely feel free to ask. And of course, if you have any other questions or concerns, please let me know. Thank you.